Hi, it's Maggie the Irish Gypsy here to bring you your May 2023 mid-month general reading. So we're looking at the last half of May, and this reading is for our lovely lions, the fire sign of Leo. Welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for taking the time to be here to watch the videos on my YouTube channel. For those of you who like, share, subscribe, refer, and recommend, I'm very grateful for it. Thank you so much. Always a note of gratitude. So Leo, this is for you if your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign is in Leo. If you're cross-watching for a Leo, it is also relevant. It's a general reading, so of course it'll resonate a little differently for everyone. If you know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, watch those videos as well for additional perspective or insight. And if you find that something really does touch you, it resonates with you, or you simply like the reading style and you are interested in a personal reading with me, or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please feel free to email me directly at maggie1maguire@gmail.com. You can also get that contact info by clicking the description link or the title of this video. I would love to hear from you. I do offer quite a wide variety of readings in all areas of life, and I can usually respond the same day with more information, and scheduling is done in a pretty timely fashion as well. So if it's something you're interested in, please email me. Okay, Leo, let's see what the last half of May 2023 looks like for you. I am using the Tarot of Dreams and clarifying with the Radiant Rider-Waite. We begin with the Two of Wands. A course of action, a choice, a decision needs to be made. Taking a course of action. This is the Two of Wands or the Two of Fire. With that, we have Faith. Another deck's called the Hierophant. Here, the artist in this deck, Cyril Marchetti, has taken more of a literal representation of faith rather than so much of the institutional focus of the Hierophant, but it's still basically the same card. The conventional, the norm, institutions, government, energy, hospitals, universities, etc. Here with Faith, it's more literally about faith, about using perhaps the tried and true, trying to make a decision based on faith. Perhaps trying to decide if you want to take a more conventional path or a less conventional path. Next we have the Six of Cups, a card often associated with people, places, situations that we have a history with. Now the history can go all the way back to childhood, culture, roots of origin, family. It doesn't have to go back that far. People, places, situations we have a history with, a connection with for some time. Can, for some people, be a secondary soulmate card or represent kind of looking at things through rose-colored glasses, childlike belief. With that, we have the Moon. Perhaps a lack of clarity. I mean, it's quite obvious with the Two of Wands that there is a choice here. You're being presented with a choice, two different options. The Moon can represent a lack of clarity, even though you may feel compelled one way or another. It can represent deep-seated fears kind of rolling around. Next we have the Seven of Coins, a card of looking at what you have invested in something and trying to ask yourself what to do with it. Does all the work you've put in something, is it justified by what you have to show for it? Do you want to make changes? Do you want to grow it? Is it possible? Do you have to tweak things? Should you just take what you've gained from this person, place, or situation and move on and start something new? Keep things as they are. It's kind of a card of taking stock, taking inventory. The energy so far, Leo, is kind of contemplative. There's a choice. I'm not sure which path I should take. I put a fair amount of work into something. Should I stick with it? Should I do something different? It's all about an option or a choice here. The next card is the Lovers. In the early tarot decks, there was no Lover's card. There was a card called the Choice, and it showed one person standing in front of two people, the implication being that a choice needed to be made, which was going to significantly impact the lives of all involved. Now, because it's the Lovers, there's a relationship in the mix here. Now, for some of you, this whole thing might resonate as the choice or decision is about the relationship itself. Do we continue together? Do we split apart? If we continue, what changes do we need to make? For others of you, it could represent that there is a choice to be made in another area of life, but the choice will significantly impact a primary relationship. So with that Seven of Coins, you're trying to make a decision either about the relationship itself, or you're trying to make a decision in another area of life that's going to impact the relationship one way or the other. Again, it's all about a choice here. And at the bottom, Faith, the Moon, and the Lovers, these are major arcana cards paired with 3 pip cards too. So this is a pretty significant decision. From the bottom of the deck, representing the overall energy for the last half of May, is the Eight of Coins. It's similar to that Seven of Coins. It's a card about, this is like, I call it my worker bee card, nose to the grindstone, putting in an awful lot of effort because you're working towards something solid, stable, reliable. We want to get to the Ten of Pentacles, where you don't have to work so hard and you don't have to worry about, long term, because all the work's already been put into it. Here in the Eight of Coins, we're still working on, building a foundation, investing in something. It feels here like for many of you, interesting, the next card, which I'm not going to lay down, but it would be Judgment, also a major crossroads, a choice, right? So there's a choice in front of you. Some of you, it's going to be about the relationship. Some of you, it might be about work, career, which of course may impact a primary relationship. If you're thinking of taking another job, it may impact finances. If you have to move or relocate, for work, of course, that's going to impact the relationship too. So one or the other. Let's do a little bit of clarifying. Let's clarify that Eight of Coins for the overall energy. The Nine of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Wish fulfillment here with the Nine of Cups, getting exactly what you want, your cups overflowing with abundance. And the Ace of Cups, a new beginning, new love and romance, an emotional renewal within an already existing situation. Again, for many of you, it's probably going to resonate more as relationships than anything else, but it could, for some of you, be a combination of work, finance as well. And you can take this either way. This is clarifying the overall energy of the Eight of Coins. It's like the Seven of Coins and the Lovers as well. I'm looking at all the work I've put into something. It hasn't reached a fulfillment place where I feel like everything has come together in its totality. So the question here is, for relationship, it may be, is it possible to grow this relationship more? Is there another step to move to? Is it possible to get to that place? And if not, should we split apart? Should I try and go find my Nine of Cups elsewhere in new love and romance? Can there be an emotional renewal within this relationship? Now, it may be in work, career, finance. Maybe you've been working the same job or the same career path, and it feels like you've gotten a decent amount to show for it, but maybe you feel like it's stalled, like you're stuck here, and you feel this sort of stirring, this pulling to make a change, to do something different. But again, not quite sure what that is. Should I give up my job? Should I switch career paths? Again, all of this, whether it's about the relationship or not, it's going to affect a relationship. Let's clarify that Two of Wands and Faith. It feels like a lot of you are kind of going deep, kind of going within and going, what? I feel like with the Moon here, these stirrings, there may be some deep-seated fears, but there's also this sense of, I need to do something different. I need to take action. I need to make a choice here. Two of Wands and Faith. Seven of Swords and Eight of Swords, kind of stuck. Seven of Swords is the undercover or behind closed curtains, but it's also a card of strategy. And then the Eight of Swords is a card that represents somebody who feels like they can't. It can sometimes represent victim mode. I can't break free from this. I can't change this. I can't make a change about this. You really can. It's just that your own fears and concerns and self-doubt and insecurity is what's holding you back. The reasons and excuses and justifications we give ourselves. So I can't because of this. I can't because of that. I can't because of the other thing. You can. It may be that you need to be strategic about it, but you can. It may not be easy, but you can. Remember that Swords is governed by the element of air, and air is what governs our intellectual landscape, our belief systems, our ideas, our perspectives and perceptions, our ideologies, right? So the only thing that's keeping this person trapped or held back is their own thoughts, ideas, fears, insecurities, and trying to be, needing to be strategic or feeling like there's a stuck feeling here. It may be with faith, considering the original meaning of this Hierophant faith card. It may be that some of you feel like you're stuck in a certain path because it's the path you feel you're supposed to be on, or it's habit, or it's culture, roots of origin, religion. It's like, this is my path. I feel like I can't leave this path if I do something different. But the other choice might be to go against this, and so you're kind of, I don't know, it feels like you're stuck, or you're telling yourself you're stuck. That's all about choices. That's basically what a choice is. If we're taking a different path, we have to close one door in order to go in another direction. When we make a choice to do something different, we're always ending something and leaving something, person, people, places, situations behind. And the struggle is in the decision-making process, So be careful, Leo, not to tell yourself that you're trapped by previous decisions or choices, because even though it may not be easy, you can always break free from something if you feel it's best for you. Let's clarify the Six of Cups and the Moon. Seven of Wands, Nine of Swords, Eight of Wands. Here's the Nine of Swords. So we have that progression, 7, 8, 9 of Swords, the Seven of Swords. Well, maybe I need to do this, 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 and this, and develop a plan. The Eight of Swords. I can't change this because of this, this, this. I can't break free from this because this, this, and this. Or I'm morally obligated to this, so there isn't anything I can do. And the Nine of Swords is stress, anxiety, worry, fear of an unknown future. I think your fears here are hijacking. Your worst fears are like hijacking your mind. It hasn't even played out yet. And you're anticipating things playing out maybe in the worst possible scenario when they haven't even really played out yet. And all of that energy, you're over focusing on it. All of that energy is actually keeping you frozen and paralyzed from making a decision. The decision is the Seven of Wands or the Eight of Wands. Do I defend that which I have this fair amount invested in? Or do I leave and move forward in a different direction? Is it really possible with everything I've put into this person, this place, this situation, or this job? Is it worth staying, or should I go? Can it be moved forward any further? I don't know. I'm afraid to make a decision because I'm afraid the worst will happen. So you're stuck in this place of doing nothing, which is kind of agonizing. Don't do that. Seven of Coins and the Lovers. The Devil, the Three of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. This is like perpetual compromise and negotiation, but it's not healthy because we have the Devil in the middle of it. The Devil could be Capricorn energy. The Devil doesn't always represent negativity. It represents an obsessive level of energy. It doesn't always have to be negative, but it's often an unhealthy energy because it represents an unhealthy level of attention and obsession with something. It can show up for addictions, mental health issues, power and control issues, toxic relationships, but there's an element of temptation in it as well. which is why it shows up for the addiction. It's not that the thing itself is unhealthy, but something has grown to be unhealthy. It's imbalanced, it's out of balance, but there's still this tempting element to it. The Three of Pentacles, compromise, teamwork, negotiation. With the relationship issue, it could be, infidelity or cheating over and over and over again. It could be, that you keep compromising and negotiating that which is you shouldn't compromise and negotiate on, and you keep doing it over and over again in the name of love, or telling yourself that this person is your soulmate. But no true soulmate would ever actually ask you to compromise and negotiate on that which is most important to you. So something to think about. I feel here like, Leo, your head is your own worst enemy here. I think you're being asked to look at things in a more clear and concrete way, and not through the lenses of your fears. Look at it from reality itself, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, look at, in the situation that seems stuck or isn't going anywhere, no matter how much effort you put into it, is it possible for it to go anywhere? Be realistic about that. If it's not, can you settle for what it is? And if not, then of course you would need to make a decision to go in a different direction. Whether it's love, romance, work, career, or a combination of both of those. So let's wrap this up with some advice, guidance, feedback from Spirit on choices, or what you should focus on in order to make the right decision. This is a general reading, and so the answer will be different for people. And Spirit rarely tells us precisely what to do, because we don't learn as much from that. Unless it's like a truly toxic or dangerous situation. But they usually give us things that we need to focus on or look at as being most important, so that we can make the best decision that gears us towards that. So let's see what Spirit wants you to focus on in order to make the best decision possible. Nine of Pentacles, independence, self-sufficiency, self-empowerment, and self-confidence. Somebody who's worked hard to get to a place where they're now enjoying the fruits of their rewards. This is somebody who's empowered and confident because they know what they bring to the table. They know what they're capable of. They know what work they've put into this. So in a relationship, this would be saying, look, stop compromising and negotiating yourself. It strips away your own personal value. For work, career, and finance, this is focusing on that which makes you feel particularly confident, empowered, and financially and materially independent and successful as well. Not being, feeling like you're in beggar mode. The Four of Wands, the happy home card, home, family, marriage, and relationship. This is focusing on maybe the traditional and conventional goal of marriage itself. What is best for home and family here? If it's about work, career, and finance, again, it's what's going to bring the most harmony to home and family. And if that means going off in a new direction to seek that out, then so be it. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles, the beggar card, feeling not worthy, not good enough, rejected, abandoned, left out in the cold. The opposite of that Nine of Pentacles. Spirit doesn't want you to feel this way, particularly in relationships and in career, work, and finance. If you're in a job that perpetually leaves you in beggar mode, it's just not enough, because this is a card of insufficiency and lack. Then you need to make a decision to leave that situation. To find the sun, light, love, warmth, laughter. The pressure's being uplifted, so it's not all of this horrible Nine of Swords stress. So in order to make the best decision, Leo, Spirit wants you to focus on what is best for your genuine health, well-being, and self-value. What is best for home and family here, the harmony of the home and family as a whole, for those of you for whom that part of it resonates. But it's definitely about making decisions and choices that are either going to take you to or further down the path of feeling confident and empowered and valued and appreciated, even if you have to make what is sometimes a difficult choice to go off on a new path in order to find that. So Leo, those are your messages for the last half of May. I hope you found them helpful and useful. For those of you for whom they touched you, or they really resonated with you, or you like the reading style and you'd like to maybe take a deeper look, reach out for a personal reading or information about that for yourself or as a gift for someone else, please email me directly at maggie@gmail.com. You can also see that contact info by clicking the description or the title of this video. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the, my goodness, June general readings. Until then, stay well, stay safe, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.